So a question I often get asked as a neuro physio is how can that help with transfers? So we're going to have a little talk through today about transferring from a wheelchair if you have MS and some of the equipment that you may use. I have lovely Erin with me today. Thank you for joining. And Erin, you've had MS for a number of years now.
About 30 years.
About 30 years, and you've been in a wheelchair for?
About 20 years.
About 20 years, okay. So I would probably say when you first started using the wheelchair that you could do like a standing kind of step round transfer yourself, okay? But I'm going to say that because I know Erin quite well. I mean, Erin have had the pleasure of working with each other for a number of years. That as the years have gone by, that ability to stand and step round's got a little bit harder.
Decreased.
Okay. So some of the equipment that is available in New Zealand under the Ministry of Health, under Te Whare Ora funding, so anyone available in the country will be able to access, is what's on the side of me here is called a Mo lift and a transfer board. So the Mo lift, I will just do a little demonstration with. I'll put the transfer board down to one side. That the Mo lift is designed that it will go underneath the feet, okay, and then from here that Erin would then hold on to the bars and pull herself up into standing, and this strap here will go around her back. So what would happen then is that then an individual is up and standing here, and then as a carer they can then move them around from wheelchair to seat to the bath room and onto the toilet, on and off the bed, etc. What is good about the Mo lift, it allows someone still to be able to stand to transfer. And we know that the benefits of staying up in standing with MS is really vital. So that piece of equipment is publicly available and it's really good. So someone still needs to have the ability to stand to use this, but can pull up and you've got a knee block. If you're at the point where getting up onto your legs or your arms just aren't strong enough to pull you up, because you want to be able to do this pretty much by yourself and someone's just helping to bring the strap around and move the system. We don't want someone lifting you into this position. So if you're at a point where this is too difficult and someone feels like they're having to lift you, that's one of the times we'd also talk about recommending a slide board. So this banana board, it's designed to go underneath, bottom, and it bridges the gap between one chair and another chair, okay? So a little bit like that. And then we'd be a lot closer, and then what happens here is that someone can then just slide themselves along the board. So this is really good when you don't have the ability to push up in your legs, but you still need to have good sitting balance and pretty strong arms to be able to move yourself around. Okay, so these are, as I say, freely available. When those get more complicated or harder to do, the next two pieces of equipment available is one is a standing hoist, which is just to the side of Erin here, which is a little bit similar like the Mo lift, that you pop your feet on the foot plates and the strap goes behind you, but it's now electronic. So the strap behind you is going to electronically bring you up into standing. To use a standing hoist though, you still need to have some leg activity. So if you're at the point that both legs are not really working at all and your arms are very weak so you can't use a slide board, that's when we'd recommend to use a full sling hoist. So more like a gantry hoist where they pop a full sling around you and the sling hoist can pick you up. So a few options available. They're just great for people to know that these are here to use, and I would really recommend getting access to them early. So the sooner that you can have them in your home environment, you might not even be using them that much to start with, but just to have them here to get used to them. Because often if you leave it to the point that you are really dependent on them, it can be a little bit scary to first use these bits of equipment. And I know, Erin, we've found anything new is a little bit daunting, but once you've got used to it, it's much better. So I'd recommend talking to your local funded physio and occupational therapist about getting access to this soon.